Welcome to ADA Compliance in Business. In this course, you'll learn what the ADA is, how it affects the workplace, how it affects new hires, and how to ensure compliance on a daily basis. The Americans with Disabilities Act can affect every aspect of your business, from how the facilities are constructed to how you communicate with employees. Perhaps the best way to understand the effects of this law is to look at some examples where ADA law may be applied. Let's start with a scenario that may affect your physical facility. Recently, one of your computer programmers lost the use of his legs and now uses a wheelchair. Since the use of his legs is not an essential part of his job duties, he is still capable of completing the job tasks for his position. Therefore, he must be provided with reasonable accommodations. Reasonable accommodations may include 1. A handicapped parking spot that is a reasonable distance from the entrance to the facility. Most building codes require handicapped spaces, so you will likely have some. 2. A wheelchair-accessible entrance to the facility. This may be done with a ramp or a lift. Additionally, you will be required to widen the access door to accommodate a wheelchair and install an automatic opening service. 3. All passageways inside the facility must be wide enough to accommodate a wheelchair. Normally, this is not an issue with standard hallways. However, it becomes an issue if the wheelchair access is limited by a collection of cubicles. 4. Handicapped accessible bathrooms containing doors that are wide enough to accommodate a wheelchair, and at least one stall that is handicapped accessible. A bathroom stall that is handicapped accessible has commodes, handrails, and tissue holders installed at a certain height. Let's consider everything we've learned so far and sum up ADA into one simple definition. The Act prohibits the discrimination of any individual who has an actual or perceived impairment that substantially limits a major life activity or bodily function, and requires an employer or prospective employer to make reasonable accommodations to allow that individual the opportunity to fill a position for which he or she is qualified, unless making that accommodation would cause substantial financial hardship or business interruption.